Welcome, Outlaw Nation, to another edition of Outlawed. Here, we'll have Darrick Barga on tonight from AP1, as well as Chase Richardson from FullPull.Live. Some news out there. Having some technical difficulties here. Let's see. All right, that's better. Nope. Having some trouble. For some reason, it's bringing up my twice, and I'm getting an echo. Are you getting an echo out there? If you're getting an echo out there, somebody comment. Cole Lundall's watching. Thanks for watching. Cole from Wakefield, Nebraska. Jonathan Taylor checking in. So maybe I'll turn the volume down just a little bit here. Like I said, audio is Mark Willis is cutting out. So not sure, Mark. For some reason, my avatar twice, and I don't know why. Is that any better? All right, let's see if this does it. Is that any better? I think maybe that. Chuck Cleveland, Pro Stock 4 checking in. Thank you for checking in. I don't know why it's doing that. Never had it do that before. Weird. Jeremy Cardino watched St. Libre, Nebraska. Windy, very windy and cold as well, I assume. So bear with us. I'm not sure what's going on with the audio. The streaming platform here is having an issue. So I may play with it a little bit. So just be patient with me tonight until I try to get this figured out. So some changes. Getting the Outlaws here this week, particularly the Outlaw TV, the official live streaming channel of the Outlaws. The merge has taken place where Outlaw TV will now be part of FullPull.Live, FullPull.Live, and we'll have Chase Richardson on later in the show. And we'll talk about some of the changes. If you are a subscriber of Outlaw Pull TV, you have nothing to worry about. That's going to be absorbed by the other platform. You will get an email to change your password, and that is it. The only changes is you'll have more content. You'll have more video content, everything in the full live library. In addition to any Outlaw TV coverage, will all be on full live. So you're getting more coverage, more content for the same price. So you're getting more for less. So Parade at the Lounge, drop here in Bowling Green, sipping on Jack and Coke. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Man, I always appreciate when you come on. Please bear with us on audio. I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully, this doesn't do this with any of the guests tonight. But any pro stock stuff, we might talk pro stock. Man, we do have a business show. We're going to be talking to our newest sponsors, Ag Protect. We'll have Darrick Barga on here just a little bit about that, as well as Chase Richardson later in the show. So check in, let me know where you're watching from. Always fun to see who is watching from where. Audio is choppy. I know. I'm trying to figure it out. So bear with me. I'll play with this a little bit. Is that any better? Any better? No, that's the same. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is here tonight. This is something with the platform. I'm not sure what's going on. So. All right. Where's everybody watching from? Check in. Type in on the keyboard there. Let us know where you're watching from. I know we've got the latest schedule out. But pay attention. There might be some changes to that schedule. So we will be updating that as we go along. Fred Patch checking in. Watching from Milford, Nebraska. Thanks, Fred, for checking in. We've got Darrick waiting in the waiting room here. I know I told you about 7:15, and I apologize for the audio issues here, but I can't seem to get what I might. Let's this one. Put the camera back. Is that better? It is not. All right. It is what it is. And Hamada checking in. Checking in from North Bend, Nebraska, with a pro stock 4-wheel-drive. Tina Berger checking in from Wilbur, Nebraska. How's the weather up there in Wilbur, Nebraska, Tina? Mark Willis checking in from Carrollton, Missouri. The Lori Bauer checking in from Peyton, Iowa. Lori. So I'm getting all kinds of messages here about my audio. Guys, I apologize. I've never had this on here before. Like I said, it's a platform issue. And Tina says it's snowy and windy up there in Wilton, Nebraska. Yeah, yuck. So if Darrick's ready there in room, Darrick, back there in the green room, we'll go ahead and bring it on, buddy. Hopefully your audio is better than mine. So if you were on Facebook today, if you were on the Outlawed Pulling website, you probably saw the news. Press release, newest sponsor, and partner with the Outlawed Truck and Tractor Pulling Association, Ag Protect 1, AP1, the newest sponsor. And we've got Darrick Barga from the Buckeye State, Minnesota, Ohio, going to be answering questions and talking to you about what Ag Protect 1 is. So welcome, Darrick, to the show. Darrick, how's it going, man? Unmute your mic.
There we go.
There you go.
Hey, thanks, Ron. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, happy to be on tonight, and real excited about the future partnership that we got for this year with the Outlaw Tractor Pulling Group. You guys have been growing like crazy. It's real exciting to see, and as pullers ourselves, we're like, man, we got to get out there and run against some of those guys. Just that different dirt and pulling against different people. We look forward to those challenges, but then as a company as well, seeing another company grow like you have, and yeah, we're excited for you guys, and we're excited to get on board with you.
Yeah, we've got some pretty positive comments already. Some of our pullers, Alan Ulmer checked in on and commented on the press release on Facebook, and he mentioned he's been running Ag Protect 1 for many years, very satisfied customers. So already some good reviews from out west.
Yeah, we got lots of customers. I mean, all across the country, all through the Midwest. We're pushing the limits, to the west, and now we're really looking to the south as well. With not only the motorsports side, we do some rain insurance as well. So somebody last night that was on another podcast, another show, Let's Grow Pulling from Louisiana, I'm actually quoting them for their event here at the end of March. So yeah, looking forward to just continue to grow our business and serve customers out there.
So yeah, go ahead and give us a breakdown of your coverage. I mean, what do you cover? What don't you cover? You mentioned, we mentioned crop insurance. You mentioned event rainout insurance, mm-hmm. and you cover pulling vehicles as well. Just tell us a little bit about Ag Protect 1.
Well, I mean, as you know or don't know, we grew up in pulling. That's where that's the first and foremost. So we're pullers ourselves. We have that background and knowledge, and so sometimes we catch people off guard when I start talking about their, possibly what their equipment could be, and they're like, "Oh, you know what you're talking about." It's like, well, we are pullers ourselves, so that gives people peace of mind that, we're not, just some Joe Schmo selling insurance that doesn't really know what they have. So that's one side of it. We've been, again, pulling for a long time. We've had insurance, and we were looking for a better product, back in 2014, and we found a company in Indianapolis, Indiana. We teamed up with them, and we've signed a contract with them, and we've been writing through them now for 11 years. They have recently been bought out. Everest was bought out by Ryan Specialty, and so we're still writing the same policy, and Everest is still a company, just but now it's just a new head on top, but
Okay.
still the same product, and we're here to serve our customers. So the main thing is the inland marine policy, which we can put the motorsports vehicles on. We can put spare parts on, pretty much anything that you want on the inland marine policy that will protect the property value itself. So if anything happens to it during transportation to and from the events, at the event while it's sitting there, sometimes weather,
Right.
crazy weather comes up and all of a sudden knocks down a tree and lands on your trailer, which then crushes the pulling vehicle itself. That'll be covered. Towing it, while you're towing it, even through the pit area and stuff, it is covered until you get to the hot pit area when it's under its own power. And of course, during competition, it is not covered.
Okay.
Mechanical failure is not covered either. But yeah, going up and down the road, all the miles we put on, our trucks and everything, those pulling vehicle and all your spare parts that you do have in there, tools, that if you want to list that stuff, that can be covered. The stuff that you leave back at the shop, it's still covered if you have it on the policy. You have a spare turbo and everything, and you want to get it, you get to ship it back to Weimer or whoever. If you have it on your policy and it's damaged or lost in shipping or whatnot, it'll be covered under the inland marine policy. So it protects a lot of things there. And we also do auto. We can do the toter or RV or whatever you have, semi, and all the way back to the trailer. We can do all that stuff as well. Now, our auto might be a little bit higher than what you're accustomed to. It comes with a standard $1 million liability. A lot of people maybe don't carry that, but on our policy is a standard $1 million liability. So that, I think is very helpful in this day and age to have that higher liability limit to protect yourself if something would happen. Okay. I got into a little bit there. Besides for the pullers, we have stuff for the promoters. We can do rain insurance, where you can design a policy to your needs and what your budget is, the time frame that you think your weather better than me. So you're going to design that policy to, hey, when's that weather going to hit us? You can have it go early in the morning and then have another policy pick up and go in the afternoon till showtime or an hour into the show, and then protect the dollars where you see fit. And the beauty with that policy, the event does not have to be canceled. The event does not have to be canceled. The policy is separate from the event. If it hits the threshold, you get paid on that claim. If you still have the event, well, then good for you. But the policy is separate from the event getting canceled. So we've had that. That's been very successful for some people. And then we also do prize indemnity packages. So if you're trying to get more people to come in because you want to throw different things out there, you can have a prize package, and like the hole-in-one stuff, this and that. You can do different things all across the board, different contests. But we also write prize packages as well.
Okay. Oh, you guys pretty much cover, right?
Yeah, we got some different lines there to help everybody.
Awesome. I had a puller here about a month ago, and I knew we had something going with you guys. He mentioned something to me about insurance for the toter, his trucks, pulling trucks. I said, I've got the number for you. So I sent him your number. I'm not sure if he's called you yet. He's down in Texas, but he was
First name Mark. Is his first name Mark?
No, Cody Lee.
Okay, I've heard that name too. I don't think I talked to Cody yet, but yeah. It's crazy. It's really been it's been great here lately. I just snowballed. I personally look after the whole thing, and so I take great pride in make sure I'm servicing everybody and taking care of it. And it's showing its rewards here lately because the word of mouth has been very positive and everybody's been passing information on. And I'm very thankful for that. And, because I just get calls and calls and calls, which is a good thing. There's, nothing wrong with that, but I just very thankful for people willing to do that, to share the good news. So just,
I've told some pullers already that I've already switched to AP1 that not only is it better coverage for the insurance that you switched from, but it's also more affordable. I mean, does that seem to be the case in all your policies?
With the inland marine policy, yes, I've noticed anybody that has had it in the past, they switched to us, they found that it has been more affordable. We are very happy with the rates that we can offer. We did have a rate increase last year. They hadn't done anything for 5 or 6 years, and all of a sudden they're like, "Well, hey, we really, and I really pushed back on them, but my hands were really tied. I mean, it was really nothing I could do, but I really was like, can we not spread this out a little bit for them? So, last year for some people that were with us for a long time now, they were like, oh, geez. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. They bumped it up like a 15%, from year to year. Now this year, there was no increase. On the auto side, typically our rates are higher than what people have used to. We've got some that I'm shocked that they're as low as they've come back as. And then next time, just when I think that, hey, we're good here, then somebody similar in that area, I don't know what it is. I'm not privy to all the information on how when they do their background checks. But then I'll have one that'll be double what it just was, and I'm like, I'll push back and try to find out why and this and that. But our auto rates have been typically higher. However, one thing I finally have gotten now, and they're willing to do, is auto storage in the off season, where we'll remove your liability coverage and your collision coverage. So then all you have on is your comprehensive. That way, if something happens in storage, it's covered, whether it be fire, theft, vandalism. But it'll reduce your premium. So either it depends on when your policy renews, but either way, you're going to get back some money. If you have it in storage for 6 months, you're going to see probably 35% reduction in your premium. And so that's, again, I'm really pleased that we can offer that because I know the rates have increased. Everybody's hurting on that end. Insurance, your regular home and auto has increased. And so I'm happy we can help out here and give some money back by having that auto storage and suspension during the off season for people.
Okay, so you have standard auto insurance too, like a highway vehicle?
I'm next door to a PNC, and so I do have, I have my PNC license. So there's some things that, they're only licensed in Ohio and Indiana.
Okay.
It's a small local company that started years ago. I'm asking if he wants to, go spread out and, do some more surrounding states. And he's not quite on board with that, with, staffing and just, all the logistics that come with it. And I understand that. But people in Ohio and Indiana, I have, if we can't do something, then yeah, I have some pullers that have switched to me with their home and personal autos as well.
But when you were speaking to auto insurance, you were speaking to like a pulling vehicle
for the motorsports, for your toter and hauler and everything. I can do auto, and it'll be on a commercial policy, which comes with that $1 million liability.
Okay. I was just asking for my normal co-host, Mike Idle, that's on here. He's got a smart car, and I just wanted to check for him to see if he could get insurance on that.
Yeah.
Zook Fukerberg checking in.
What's that?
It said Zook Fukerberg, he's one of our pullers. He has a modified tractor, and he's asking if you insure pulling tractors.
Right there. Yeah, I see at the bottom. Sorry. Yes. We insure pulling tractors. Yes, we do. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see it at the bottom.
No, you're good. But he said he arrived late here, so he missed most of what we were talking about there. So yes, Zook Fukerberg, you have to know the story on him. He's a German doppelganger. His doppelganger here in the States is Doug Voth.
Okay.
And if you look at his name, it's actually kind of a dig at Mark Zuckerberg. He went to Facebook one too many times a few years ago. He had to change his name. So. I just gave it away. Sorry, Doug. I hope Mark is not watching the show tonight. So
yeah.
So any questions from anybody out there watching for Darrick Barga? Darrick Barga, How long have you been running? How long have you been in the insurance business? How long has this been a thing?
So AP1, we started it about 11 years ago now. It'll be 11th year now. I'm doing this. Yeah. Yep. So it's been, going really well. I think he was responding to your jokes there. Been going really well. And that's one thing in the insurance business. You want to show appreciation to your customers, but your hands are tied a little bit. You got to be careful because you can't. Like I can give them a gift card, but it has to be $25 or less.
Right.
Because if I do more than that, then it's considered rebating, and that's illegal. And different things. And I was actually on the phone. Now that we're, again, we're just past our 10th year, and I'm like, I feel like I got to do something. So I was talking to a customer of mine, like, I don't want to say anything really because I haven't got the details worked out. But like, if I would do this, would that, is that something that you would be interested in? And he's like, yeah, I wouldn't be, but yeah, we've been doing this, like I said, for 11 years. It's been really well. We got our website. If you go to it, agprotect1.com, there's an online application that you can fill out yourself. If you don't want to, reach out to me personally and go through that, you can just fill an online app out yourself to get the motorsports side going. If you need more than that, then, I'll reach back out to you. But again, you can reach out to us, Facebook or Twitter. You can call us at 877-452-3012. Thank you.
So I just put the website up there. Is that right? It's the number.
Yes. Yep. agprotect1.com. Yep.
So to find some more information and actually fill out an application, you go to agprotect1.com on the website there and get a quote from AP1. So now I'm not going to talk insurance so much right now, but let's talk tractor pulling here and there for a little bit. I mean, the Bargy name been around for a while in the sport of modified pulling.
Yeah, it has. I know it's hard to see. Let's see if there's a big glare on this behind me. So we started a long time ago. Up there in that top corner is my dad's first tractor, that Cockshutt.
Wow. Now that's your dad, Ron?
Yeah, that's my dad, Ron. And then the first Allison in like 74, a single with those high pipes. And then that was a couple years later, the next corner. And then we jumped all the way to like 92. There's the early 90s. There's roughly the early 80s, that first twin that he built.
Okay.
That first twin that went then now they took it to Holland, and it's still there, and it's actually for sale. And yeah, so we've been kind of watching that. We don't know what we want to do. If we want to, so but then in 2000, that's the Ion tractor picture there. That was that's like 14 or 15, something like that, or 16. The 5-engine Judge that's probably, I don't know, 08.
5-inch. And what motors were on that one?
That was the T53s. We've ran nothing but Lycomings.
Okay.
So yeah, they're the Lycoming T53 version. And so yeah, they were rated around like 1,300. So we could have 5 of them on there. That was interesting. But now then we jumped up and went to the T55s, and we still then have a smaller engine, a 53 or an L1, and different smaller ones to make our combination work for the region and state level. And then when we go with the triple back to NTPA and PPL, we can we can run that combination that we used to years ago. And as last year we did, it was very competitive. We're happy to be right there in the mix. That's all we want, is be right there in the mix.
That's awesome. Now we allow the 255s, but we only run 2 is in our 74 pound class.
Yeah. And now, from my understanding, they can run 2 255s, and then they've had to tweak them a little bit, maybe turn them down a little bit and stuff like that. And you guys are, which is great. I mean, hey, let's run them. Okay, they're not competitive, and then we tweaked it up, and then maybe that was too much. And that's a great, you have that ongoing conversation to get them where they need to be, and the balance. That way, the class is even, and that's great. I mean, that's what it needs to be.
Yeah,
and that's what I do love about pulling some of the, like you guys' class, or back here in this area, the region and state classes, there's a variety of engines. Like this past weekend, down in Florida, we're running against the radio reactor. I mean, that engine is just impressive, that it can, the way it runs, and it can make power, and it's fun to pull against a lot of other guys that are thinking outside the box. And
right.
I do miss. I mean, the Allisons now are the only thing that I haven't ran against for a couple of years. We need to make a trip out to Illinois and see when the Bollingers are running there, the state out there, so we can run against a twin or whatever, I mean, and then what they have done the last couple of years in trying to get, that Top Gun with the superchargers on it, that is amazing. That is awesome.
I haven't seen it yet, but it looks really cool.
Yeah. And that's what I seen Steve down at Louisville, and I didn't even get a chance to really talk about that. We're talking, just a little bit, and we didn't even get to that. I didn't even get a chance to ask him, what's the plan for it this summer? Because it's something different, but yet still has that oldness to it as far as being the Allison engine. So it's impressive. It's impressive.
We've got some pretty salty Allison in our light modified class. We run a 6,000 pound light modified class with on Allison. And guys are pushing those pretty hard in the class. But I love the sound of those Allisons. And Zook Vukerberger that we were talking about a few minutes ago, that was asking about the insurance. He runs a Rolls Royce Merlin, or I'm sorry, a Griffin.
Yeah.
V12. And he just put turbochargers on it. At the end of this last season, it only has a couple passes on it. It's a Longnecker tractor. Longnecker River Rat.
Yeah.
It's a big change pulling the turbos away from the original supercharger setup. But he's turning it up slowly. So it's probably going to be one to contend with this summer.
Yeah. It'll hopefully, he gets it to run and can make it, have some longevity to it, not have to work it too hard.
Right.
But yeah, it's amazing. You get all that mass in there swinging around, it's impressive, those engines. And so that's what I enjoy too, that variety in a class, to see the ingenuity and to get everything to run. And then how close everybody is. They're so comparable, and they can be right, within 10 feet of each other, and and that's exciting. That's what I have enjoyed about the, doing. We were running the circuit for a long time, and we backed down to do state and region, and I've enjoyed it. It's being at home every night is not too bad.
So here he's talking tractor now.
4.5 pound pistons, in
the Griffin.
That's
I'll throw that thing truck puller, and he had a question on insurance.
So Matt, so premiums are based on your inventory. So it's based on the value that you want covered. Exactly. You don't have the same coverage. Yeah, exactly. So the rate and the premiums are based on your inventory. So say your stuff adds up to, 125,000. You have one tractor, whatever, you're just covering the tractor, complete tractor, 125,000 with $1,000 deductible. what are we looking at? I think we're looking at like $1,300. And we have a $2,500 deductible. And that'll bring it down. The minimum premium is $1,000.
Okay.
If you say a guy just, hey, you know what, I got something that's worth $75,000. $1,000 deductible, it's going to be $1,000. If you have some spare items that you want to throw in there and get it up to 85 or even 90, it's still going to be $1,000. You got to hit above 95,000 to then see an increase in premium there. So, I tell guys, okay, you think it's worth 75,000 to replace? Well, let's add some of the spare stuff that you probably do have, but you think it's going to. Well, I don't want to cover it because I don't want to pay too much. Well, I'd rather you get the biggest bang for your buck and cover everything you can. So yeah, Matt. I mean, it's based on your value and what you have covered. It's not about anybody else. It's just your inventory. Yep.
Awesome. Thanks for the question, Matt. Hope that answered the question there. You got questions out there? Everybody's a little bit quiet.
How's the weather out there?
I'm actually in Ohio. So.
You had a good day then. It was 60.
Yeah, it was beautiful out.
Sun. I mean, yeah.
It was like 62 degrees, sunny. Out in the Midwest of Kansas, they have blizzard warnings tonight. Snow, rain, freezing rain, stuff like that. So,
cold, windy, and snow.
Snowing. Yeah.
Well, better out there than here, I guess. Sorry, guys.
In South Dakota, but you got to expect it in South Dakota, right?
Yeah.
That's one of those places where you go snowmobiling. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, Darrick. So agprotect1.com is the website. And how do you find you on other social media platforms like Facebook?
So Facebook, AP1 Insurance, on Twitter, under AP1 Insurance. You can find us. You can call us at 877-452-3012. Or if you find my phone number, that's fine. I that's what I typically give out as my cell phone. You can call me there. That's the number I tell people that reach me that way. I can service and help you out. So yeah, you're welcome, Matt.
Do you protect like pulling sleds, other equipment like that?
Yeah. So yeah, I have I got a couple guys pulling sleds. So yeah, I've done their semi because that's all they do is the semi pulls that, and I've got their the semi and the sled as well. I might pick up another customer I talked to over the weekend about his sleds and stuff. So, but yeah, we cover the sleds. We're trying to get into some more, maybe association stuff, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. I was really hopeful the insurance carrier would be looking to help out and do, want to step up and do more, but they're happy where they're at. Don't want to take on a bigger chunk than what they are comfortable with.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, Matt Amata said thank you. He appreciates the help. And he said between trailer, truck, and parts, if you write out your minimum, said he'll be in touch.
Yep. Sounds good.
Awesome. All right. Well, Darrick, we're all pretty excited, man, for the partnership with AP1. And I think you're going to pick up some customers here. You're going to find out that the Outlaw fans, Outlaw pullers are pretty loyal. And they love it when a new company comes on board and supports the Outlaws. I think you're going to be getting some calls.
Well, that sounds good. We're just here to help out. We love the truck and tractor pulling and love the whole atmosphere that it brings, the family atmosphere and everything. And want to look forward to, again, servicing anybody out there in the Outlaw series. Good luck to everybody this pulling season. And look forward to anybody wants to call and just, you want to get a quote, we can do that, no problem. And take care of you.
Awesome. Looking forward to possibly running into you this summer.
Yeah.
So
sounds good.
Man, have a good night. Thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, Darrick. Darrick Barga, AP1, AgTech1 Insurance, Crop Insurance. Full and vehicle insurance. They'll protect your hauler, the contents, protect the truck. They'll cover pulling sleds. You can have rainout insurance for your events. So go to actprotect1.com and check them out there. We'll be happy to get you a quote and get a quote online. He said during the interview. So big thanks to Darrick Barga of AP1, newest sponsor here with the Outlaws. The other big news today. I don't think we're going to get to see his face here. Let's drive down the road. He's a pretty busy guy with FullPull.Live and FullPull Picks. If you've seen the press release today, you'll know that Outlawed Pulling.TV will now merge and become FullPull.Live. That's FullPull.Live. And we've got Chase Richardson on here. And if there's any questions, we'll be happy to take those questions tonight concerning that merger. I know some folks probably will have some questions about, hey, I have an Outlaw Pulling TV subscription. How is that going to change? We're going to answer all those questions. So on the line, Chase Richardson. Chase, can you hear me?
Ron, thanks for having me on. I apologize for joining from my cell phone. I'm driving right now, but I'm safely driving with one hand on the wheel and one on the cell phone. So, but no, big news today, and didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to share the excitement from Full Pull. And thanks for inviting us on. And I think it's only onward and upward for here with between Full Pull and the Outlaws. So, really exciting day.
Yeah, not really any. When you go over the details of the merger here, there's no negatives here, only positives that I can see, Chase. Anyone that has an Outlaw Pulling TV subscription right now, the only thing they have to do is wait till they get the email correct. When they get the email, it's going to ask them to change their password. That's all they have to do. And it's automatically going to cross over, and they'll be subscribed to FullPull.Live. Same price. Price won't change. The only thing that changes is they'll have access to more content because you'll have all that FullPull.Live content. You'll have NTPA content on there. So not really a negative in this deal.
No, and it's, the announcement was today, but this has been a few months in the works. And credit to Kurt Van Beek, Kyle Pesch, yourself, everyone involved in the decision making, the Outlaws side of things. The agreement was made, but it was very important that it was a seamless transition for subscribers to go from one to the other. So the due diligence was done, and basically, as you said, and that was echoed in the press release. If you're a current Outlaw Pulling TV subscriber, by end of this month, your subscription will simply roll over to Full Pull Live subscription, and you won't have to go back through any significant steps unless you. I do want to say this, so we're out there on Roku devices. At Roku stream devices, you will have to re-download the Full Pull Live app. That will probably be the one inconvenience, but I think we're only talking about maybe 15 total subscribers that I think we saw. But neither here nor there. The goal for Full Pull Entertainment, Full Pull Live, and Full Pull Picks is to grow the awareness and the exposure around the sport of truck and tractor pulling. I think that's pretty clear, the goal and the intent. And me, myself, as a competitor, it's kind of what drew me into this endeavor, that we've kind of grown very quickly, but it's all in good efforts and good in game, I think, outlook. And we have the NTPA partnership, we now have the Outlaw partnership, which I think are two of the biggest handprints of all sport of pulling. So it's good for Outlaw fans that may not have exposure to NTPA or other events. It's good for NTPA fans that may not be as aware of the Outlaw side of things. Geographically, they do kind of cover different areas, but it's only nothing but positives. And these partnerships are very special to us. And I think these are the first two of many, but obviously the building blocks around the sport, what we're trying to do. So it's like I said, it's very exciting, and I think it's only up from here.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty awesome for those Outlaw fans that only have, let's say, Outlaw Pulling TV, where this time of year where they might be getting bored, they go back and watch those old videos from, June, July, August, remember from 2024. Well, now like you guys are covering, FullPull.Live is covering things like TNT indoor track pools and things like that, going to California and doing the MLM motorsports pools and things like that. You know, what we would consider our off season. There's pools
Yeah,
out
definitely, and you know,
Go ahead, Chase.
100%, Ron. And you know, I don't mean this as a negative at all, but we all know sometimes in pulling it's which is better, this organization versus that organization, or like which side of the fence you stand on. Like we don't stand on any side of the fence. We don't even see a fence for what we're doing. You know, this sport isn't mainstream enough or big enough for anyone to have enemies from any organization from our standpoint. And overall, I mean, we have pretty strong embrace across the industry, and I think it's only getting better. And you know, we're less than a year into our existence offering streaming, but anyone that's followed what we've done at FullPull.Live, you know, we've kind of made pulling a year-round sport in some ways. It's always been year-round, but you know, I think we've had pulling events every single month minus December. We're going to have a pulling event every month besides December in this calendar year. We're, like you said, you know, primarily pulling is viewed as a summertime sport, but you know, at the conclusion of the NTPA Grand National Circuit, the Outlaw summer season, there's pulling events all of October and into November, and even you know through the winter. And like this, like you said, last weekend we were at an event in Tennessee. So those fans again that may only know their certain part of the country for outlaw organizational events, FullPull.Live brings you pulling content on a year-round basis. So
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's you know,
partnership is another step forward. So
and fans get to keep pulling on the other side of the country, you know, and you know, like you mentioned Tennessee, where you know pullers in Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, going to watch what pullers in Tennessee are doing indoors in February, March. I think it's super cool. Really, it's a good deal for the pulling fan, whether you have a subscription or not. It's $39.99 a month, and you're getting all these different organizations. You're getting fresh pulls content every month. So it's a win-win, I think, for everybody involved, especially the fans. They get more content to watch. And, you know, they see the pulls too, Chase, like in, say, in Tennessee. Say you got a fan in Colorado watching a pull on a live stream in Tennessee. They may see that and think, man, that's really cool. I'm watching TV right now, but next year I may want to make a trip out there and, you know, go pay for a ticket and watch that. So I think it's beneficial for the promoters as well.
yeah, I can't agree more, Ron. Like I said, it's nothing but positivity, and the more eyeballs we can put in front of this sport, no matter the organization or the event, I think there's only good to come out of that. So, you know, and I just want to take the time too, and also, like I said, the leadership of the Outlaw organization, Kurt and Kyle, yourself, and all the others involved. I mean, very much visionaries and very much, you know, behind the growth of the sport in their organization. Because obviously, if the sport grows and the audiences grow, everyone's going to see benefit from it. So, really just want to make sure I spotlight those guys, and as well the NTPA and the WPI leadership. You know, Ned Walliser and the entire WPI board alone share the same sentiment and the same goals and outreach that Kurt and the Outlaw team does. So without that great leadership and those people, obviously none of this is possible. So I want to make sure that shout out those guys because they're very important in what we do.
Yeah, Matt Hamada is commenting. He's a puller with the Outlaws and the Heartland Group. And he said he's excited about the merger, new content that you don't get around here. So, you know, it's positive, win-win. So,
For
just
sure.
just to answer a couple of questions here, just to make sure everyone understands and nobody panics here. What if you're a subscriber to both services? When you log into your FullPull.Live account, you will have access to the Outlaw events in your account. So that's automatically going to switch over, correct?
That is right. It's going through a transition phase now. I'd say the late March, early April is when this will actually hit your account, but it'll also be communicated via email and very thoroughly. The information will be out there in the open. It's not presently, but in the coming weeks, you'll see that effect take place. Correct.
And then those who only had a FullPull.Live subscription, nothing will change for you folks. You're just going to get more content, from the Outlaw.
Yep.
Your existing service won't change. You'll have access to Outlaw events. What if you don't have a subscription at all and you want to subscribe? You can either go to Outlaw Pulling TV and subscribe, or go to FullPull.Live and subscribe. But it will end up being FullPull.Live.
Correct. It'll all live on FullPull.Live, but there will still be the URL and the link of Outlaw Pulling TV will still live within the FullPull.Live ecosystem. So not a lot. I mean, not a lot is going to change in terms of, the same events will be covered. In the venues, the video board will still be a feed of the stream, but obviously it's a merger, and it'll be FullPull.Live branded, but also we're there to promote the Outlaw organization with all these streams as well. So it's not like the Outlaws spotlight's going to be any different. In fact, it's just going to be larger than it ever has been from a streaming standpoint.
Awesome. That's I think it's awesome. You're gonna have content from several different organizations here, all over the country. This is a true pulling camp. I mean, it's going to give variety for those different organizations, those different classes. So definitely win-win for the fans out there. So,
yep, 100%.
So go to FullPull.Live, get that subscription. You can still go to Outlaw Pulling TV and get that subscription as well. And you'll get the best of both worlds out there in pulling. And if you already have an Outlaw Pulling TV account, you will get an email. Nothing else is going to change. And all it's going to ask you for is to change your password. And then you will be a FullPull subscriber. So,
yep.
All good news.
Yep. All good. All good. Excited to share the news. And thanks for bringing me to your weekly podcast here. I think we'll be doing this quite a number of times moving forward.
Awesome. So what's the next pull coming up on FullPull.Live?
Yeah. Next event is end of March. I think it's March 28th, 29th, whatever the last Friday, Saturday is of the month. It's the only pulling event in the state of Louisiana, Hammond, Louisiana, outdoor event. So I've heard and suspected that there will be some outlaw pullers from Texas that come to that event. I don't know. I've never been. Planned to attend this year, but the end of this month, March 28th, 29th, Hammond, Louisiana, and then have a couple of events working the details out probably in late April. Then come May, it'll be pretty well nonstop pulling. Like I said, all the way to November. So I guess we better take a breath, because we call this a break, but once we get to late April, at least for the staff at FullPull, it's pulling's here until Thanksgiving. So it'll be here before we know it.
It sure will. It's creeping up on us.
Yeah. So
awesome, Chase. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, Ron. Appreciate the invite. Happy to come on anytime. And like I said, we're really excited about this day and this announcement. And the Outlaws are a premier organization in the pulling landscape. So the partnership's one that we expect to be around for a long time. So thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. And congratulations on your win last month in Louisville, too. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't really matter. FullPull.Live and Outlaw TV is more important than that. But appreciate the congrats as well.
It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yep. Good job. But thanks so much.
Cool. All right, Ron. We'll be talking. Thanks, everyone. Hey, and also, Ron, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to message the FullPull Facebook page or email info@fullpull.us. Get back to all communication on a daily basis. So any questions are available to be answered. Feel free to fire those away, and look forward to bringing all these ecosystems together soon.
Is that info@fullpull.us or just US?
Info@fullpull.us. Yep.
Okay. Put that up there so people can see it there. So, all right, Chase. Safe travels.
Good stuff. So all right, Ron. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks, dude. See you. Bye.
Thank you. So info@FullPull.US. If you have any questions, hopefully we've answered all the questions that you may have here about the merger here. So FullPull.Live, the premium pulling live streaming channel, offering new pulls pretty much every month throughout the year. So that's awesome. That's great news for the fans out there. It's great for outlaw pulling fans, great for NCAA fans, and just pulling fans in general out there. More content for the same price. If some folks out there might have been paying for both services, now you're going to cut that cost in half and get both at your disposal at FullPull.Live. So big thanks to both guests, Darrick Barga at AP1, and big thanks to Chase Richardson with FullPull.Live. Great things happening. Great things happening with the Outlaws. Thanks so much to everyone that commented tonight. We'll end the show, put some live video, not live video, but some canned video up here a little bit from the 24th season. Thanks so much for watching, everyone out there in Outlaw Nation. Thanks to all the super fans that watch every week. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on Outlawed Live.
Fire. But if he doesn't see a red flag, he's not going to stop.
So this is for the championship, 2024 Outlaw Championship right here. Right now they're all chasing Ray Miller. Another bad decision. That Bucket T, he's out front, way out front here. 342 and 86, but like you say, kind of a race within a race here.
That's right. Got to love the stance on this old pickup, too. Looking down track at him here. Got the rear end up in the air there, the front end down low. Got those long, zoomy headers. Minor Brothers Racing Hemi under that steel. Willie sheet metal. Adam Kester prepared Minor Brothers Racing Hemi.
So once again, two-wheel drives working over here, left of center. Saw the Pro Stock tractors. That was pretty much where most of them ran over there. And these two-wheelers have kind of picked right up in that same spot.
342.86, the mark to beat. Out in Neosho, Missouri, Richard Morris, Buffalo's Chips.
And here we go. They're underway. Cheer them on. Let's 45 and 86 right now. 345 and 86. Here we go with the Kentuckian. Right side kind of hurt him there. He was fighting that white line all the way down here tonight. Going to spot that sled here a little bit left of center. They've been kind of working this spot. And I would imagine try to drive it up just like we saw Mr. Holsworth as he got an unbelievable hole shot. He got that sled moving really quick. That's what it's going to take. So that chicken down there, he's getting a little bit... He's getting wound up.
He's getting a little cocky, I think.
Yeah.
Pun intended there. Getting a little cocky. That chicken is talking about race and the other chicken. Kurt Van Beek, the owner of the Outlaws. I can't believe he's going to do it, but here we go. Cody Yark, Rich Hill, Missouri, gone.
Oh, man!
Pulls back on the throttle, coasts the sled past the Schaefer oil barrel.
Man, oh man, fans, let's give a nice round of applause. Your winner, your points champion, everything but the kitchen sink here tonight, Cody Yark.
373.78 at 34 miles per hour. The Kodiak had gone. That is what we call a walk-off win, ladies and gentlemen. Last puller in the class wins the thing. Awesome. We'll give you the final rundown here.
And here we go. 45 and 80.
Time points champion just a few years back. Craig Ulmer and Sweet Pain.
All right, here we go, fans. The truck out of Georgia, the bumper crop. And Cole Altman, once again, that mark to beat 340.42.